I remember with just looking at the doctor and saying, "Doctor, if I don't make it out alive, do not stop, even though I'm not breathing. Finish the whole surgery, stitch me up, and bury me with a vagina."
Hi, I'm Aerie.
I'm Andrea.
I've been transitioning for 2.5 years. I used to be a teacher and now I'm a content creator.
I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a model, beauty queen, influencer, and I'm also a mental health professional, a psychotherapist. And I transitioned 9 years ago.
What kind of questions are you expecting?
I think most of the questions will be some misconceptions. Actually, most of them are very private.
Yeah.
They always focus on...
Like intrusive.
Yeah.
Surprise me. I am ready for anything. Let's get personal today, guys.
Today we're going to talk about living as a trans person in Singapore. Scissors, paper, stone.
Damn it, fine, I'll go first. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I get so nervous that I'll break this. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I did it, okay. In 20 seconds, name 5 things or comments you hear most when people learn that you are a transgender. Are you a man in a dress? Have you gone for the surgery down there? Do you still have your penis? What? It's true. Oh, they ask, so you're transgender. Does that mean you're gay?
Wow, you're so hot. I'm straight but.
Ooh, she went there.
This is big. This is so true. Trans people have the ability to not be a transgender.
What? What? Oh my God, toss
Transgender
that ball
people-
out of the, all this.
Honestly, if I could, I would want to be born the same way my mind tells me I am, rather than go through all this struggle. And, you know, like gender dysphoria is a very real thing. No, we unfortunately do not have the ability to not be transgender. It's not a choice. You're just born with it. Yeah.
As a mental health professional, gender dysphoria is a real thing. You can't choose to be trans. So it's very good to just be a little bit more empathic because we're all trying to make it in this world. Oh my God, it's me. Okay.
I think it's there.
It's out. Oh. Sorry, guys.
You got this. Yeah.
Okay. With the repeal of 377A, do you think this will change how society views transgender people? Yes and no. The journey of a trans woman is very different from the journey of a gay man. Liking somebody who's the same gender as you is so different than actually having to change your whole identity. But there are similarities in the beginning. Having to hide your identity, the dysphoria, and having to not be able to be yourself. People will be more open to LGBTQIA+ in general. But in terms of how people view transgenders, there needs to be more conversations like the ones we're doing today with you guys, so that you guys can understand the journey we as trans people walk on.
For 377A, it's more of a sexuality thing. And gender is a very different ballgame. Ballgame.
Get it?
Then
Ball game?
The younger generation of youths, they are definitely more open. But with 377A, at least I hope the older adults will now see that society is moving forward, and hopefully they will start, live and let live. Yeah. There. Ha.
You're so good at opening balls.
Has your job influenced the way you live your life? As a teacher back then, when I started my transition, I was very fearful. So I literally lived a double life. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to come out. Yeah, that was when I had to leave the job.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, I do. For content creation, being my authentic self, yeah, it's the desirable thing. So it's really allowed me to just be myself without having to hide anything.
There were so many trans people who were at the beginning of transition looking up to me without me even realizing. So it's affected the way I live my life in how, what did you just do? Really? Were you one of my, oh my goodness, I did not know.
Then we became friends.
But yes, it's affected my life and the way I live it in many ways. Okay, here we go. Do you feel it's harder to find love as a transgender? Yes. Hell yes. Transgender people, they face this stigma where a lot of guys are actually really attracted to us and they want a relationship with us, but they're just so afraid and just so insecure of what the society might think of them. In my first 2 years of transition, I got together with this guy and he was really into me, but he did not want to be seen with me in the daylight. And I just found this so strange. I was like, why can't we do like the normal things that my girlfriends do? Why aren't you taking me out on a date? Why does it have to be in your house? You know, I was super naive and I did not know that he was actually hiding me away because he was embarrassed to be seen with me in public. Society should change their perception of transgender people so that we can finally have the normal life that we always wanted. We can be your next door neighbor. I'll bake you pie. I'll bring it to your gate. You can have tea parties with me. I'm like the perfect housewife.
Hey, tell us a crazy experience you had during your transition phase. The first one was when I experienced gender euphoria.
What is gender euphoria?
The opposite of gender dysphoria.
Oh.
Yeah, where you actually feel good that someone recognizes your gender.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
This was a West Coast swing dance competition. I was in California. Everyone at the dance event was so friendly, so welcoming, and it's sad to say that that was the first time since my transition I felt human. That it felt so weird. I had to tell them, like, you guys know I'm trans, right? And they were like, yeah, so?
Oh my god, that's magical. I can totally relate.
And at that moment I felt, this is what it feels like to be seen as human. And that was like
That's beautiful.
amazing moments.
Yeah.
Describe the moment you woke up from the gender reassignment surgery.
When I went into surgery, I was so goddamn scared. I was afraid that I was not going to make it out alive. I remember with just looking at the doctor and saying, "Doctor, if I don't make it out alive, do not stop, even though I'm not breathing. Finish the whole surgery, stitch me up, and bury me with a vagina." When I woke up, I said, "I'm finally a woman. Finally." And every sense of my being just felt so complete. Till this day, I've never felt that feeling again. Obviously, for a lot of other trans women, feeling like a woman can be defined in many things. But for me, the GRS was it for me. And actually feeling finally at home with my body after so many years of suffering from gender dysphoria. Candy. Hold a lemon in your mouth and answer the next question.
Put a lemon in your mouth.
What?
That's okay, it's not me.
I don't like lemons.
Your question is, I respect transgender people, but I can't let my children near them.
Oh my god, this is your shower. I would say that is just not right for you guys to do that. We are human. Some of us have lemons in our mouth and some of us don't.
What is the toilet situation like during transitioning?
Ooh, this is an interesting question.
I've had to pull trans women into the female toilet because they still think they look like guys. The worry about men dressing up as women to invade women's spaces, there will always be such people, whether you make it lawful or unlawful to go to the toilet of the gender you're presenting. I think it's more weird if I walked into a guy toilet looking like that and let's put it very awkwardly, use the urinal.
That's a sight to see.
Guys, how will you feel? Huh.
Why is it so hard for people to come out as transgender? You go from being seen in the eyes of society as a normal gender to this undefined gender that no one has an idea about. Coming out as transgender doesn't just involve you coming out to yourself, it involves you coming out to your loved ones. And on top of that, when you come out as transgender, you do not know how much support you're going to get.
So essentially, my dad threw me out of the house, my brother cut all forms of contact with me. And yeah, only my mom is the one, I guess, even though she doesn't fully understand, but she loves me very much as she doesn't accept it as well, like, you know, being Christian and conservative. I think the person who supported me through my transition was my ex. She was really loving and she gave me her fullest support. And now I'm happily married to another trans person. So yeah.
So happy for you.
Yeah, so surrounding myself with people who care, people who accept me for who I am, I think that's really the support system that has carried me on so far. It just becomes a little more bearable because you know people around you love you.
This is the final question of the day, and then we will crown the new, I'm just joking. So, do you fully love yourself? What do you think, guys? Do I fully love myself? What do you think? Oh, I'm just kidding. So, yes, I do. I'm gonna be very open with you. I never used to love myself, and this process of self-love is not a destination, it's a journey. You know, loving yourself doesn't just mean loving yourself as a trans woman. It means loving yourself as a person for everything that you are. And obviously there are some things that I don't like about myself still, but I'm learning to love it. I'm learning to come to terms that this is who I am, this is who I'm meant to be, and this is a journey that I'm meant to be on. I feel like I do love myself fully, almost there. But obviously physically, I'm obsessed.
How's the experience?
I used to pull out Pokemon from this and all this exciting stuff as a little boy, but obviously this is a full circle moment for me, obviously, because now I'm pulling stuff out to help my community. And I want to say to my community that if you don't feel loved, know that I love you.
Be brave, be strong. Sometimes it's difficult to see a positive future, but know that there are people who have walked the journey before you. Seek out your support system. We're here. If you're young, there's a huge Discord server for young people like you as well. Join us. Thank you for watching For Real For Real.
If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.